BBC Essex. So,
well, good afternoon to Billericay Cricket Club for this semi-final of the Under-19s T20 tournament between Colchester and Frenford. Joined here by Rob Rollins of Frenford. Hello, Rob.
Good morning. It's morning, isn't it? It's early.
It's a very early morning. The news is that Colchester won the toss, selected to bowl. We have Deb Ayubi and Ahmed Zulfikar opening the batting for Frenford. Ollie Allison opening the bowling for Colchester.
Rimat or Hassan opening.
Oh, Rimat or Hassan?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, which one's?
Instead of Ahmed Zulfikar.
Ah, right, correction there.
And Rimat's on strike.
Rimat Hassan is actually on strike and Adib Ayubi at the other. Gary Marshall and the umpires.
Good umpires as well.
Very good umpires indeed. And we're underway with the first delivery, and it'll be Ollie Allison to Rimat Hassan. And it's firmly driven out through the covers. Ball's picked up and returned for 2.
Good start.
Good start by your boys, yep. And the well run single.
Now this could be interesting. Adib doesn't block many, so it could be interesting.
Adib is a hitter.
Yes, on the back of 200s for the third team.
Right.
Not a lot of.
Yes, I think this could be an interesting semi-final. Speaking of milk, I'm just going to restart the cameras. Got a bit of lag on the line, so we start the cameras. So Allison to where the Ben is. Allison watching to see him difficult choice. Yes. Oh, certainly for the next hour. So the bowler.
Did you find the first thing?
Yeah. Yes. Usually comes on third, fourth change. Things like that. Struck, but no run. So off the over. Identifies I don't know. I'd speak to the intent. The guy George from all at the time, but
Good take.
yeah. George, a regular Colchester second 11 player, but plays a reasonable number of first team games. In contact curse.
Yes.
Jofford to Adib Ayubi.
Big
He's let a spin there, defeated wicket keeping power of the batsman. Billy by Allison brings run.
So what do you it's good to see.
Yeah.
Good challenge, good battle here coming up.
So our viewers and listeners can hear a crackling in the background. It's the barbecue, which is about 6, I would say.
And I'm on a diet.
Yeah, very tempting.
Good.
And that's a hot. Earlier can I start here by the Colchester bus. Frenford lads having a look. So in the over, Frenford on 7-2. Still to find the boundary. Listen. He do 5 down over 4-4.
This is next to that time.
Indeed. Far enough so I can throw a replay there.
Like to move around.
Back line again.
When he's there's a hard
Check. Commentaries get through to the latter. Listen. And the 4. The DU. It's 4, wasn't it? And he is caught behind. Jamie McCarroll taking a fine catch. So, sorry?
Commentator's curse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fine for me.
Absolutely. So who have we got here?
I'm still for the captain.
Ahmed Zulga. Right. I just forgotten to do. Copy embed code. Add live stream to match centre.
Ads. Can I have a coffee, please?
So while the batsman's taking guard, I'll throw in a replay of the dismissal. Back time to go live again. With a dot, so 8 off the over. Frenford now 15 for 1 off 3. And the live stream should now be up there. So Josh has been to Rian, who drives that out through extra cover.
It's going to just creep over, look at that.
And that indeed has gone all the way 4-4. It's hit straight down the ground, but fielded. Or just a single. So the live stream is live working, the commentary is working, and it's up on Play Cricket now. I forgot to add it to the match centre, so
Charlie, how you doing?
those that were waiting 5 minutes while we got going, my apologies.
I'm on commentary today.
And that is given LBW. So Ahmed Zulfigar is LBW to George Offord, who does bowl very straight.
Yeah, the umpire thought so. I've got to be nice on the live stream.
To be honest, on the live stream, this is not good enough to challenge. It's not like DRS. It's.
You got a replay of that? Let's have a look.
Are you going to have a replay? If I identify the
Batsman coming, Dhruv Talati.
Dhruv Talati is the incoming batsman, and we can throw a replay in. Here we go. Oh, hang on, the wrong camera. Oh no, we're all right. It'll go back. It's just it winds back 30 seconds, so it's wound back to the end of the previous ball. So that looks pretty adjacent.
Should miss it, should he?
No.
Got a bat.
So the one confirmation you can have of video is that the easy way to stop getting LBW is to use your bat.
I got out of W on Saturday. Reverse sweeping, Charlie.
You did.
Yeah. No, wasn't out.
You didn't fall over and hold it.
Nah. I held myself up outside the line. Shocking umpire. Second team cricket home umpire, see, terrible.
Hi Dave.
Don't recognise you.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy.
Was there another radio? Because the guy down the bottom there, his battery's dead.
If you need a radio for security, it's one. It's one on charge, but don't take the one that's. Let me check it, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
just no. Put on. One close to me though. Need to check you're on the right channel. So offered to Artie, who turns it round the corner,
No run.
and no run. Let's just sort out. We've got security here and all sorts today.
Side over the other side.
5 and 20 and 6 and 6 and 6 is, and a further okay.
Yeah.
2 runs for and 2 7 on 20 off. These mates 10. You look at the young side. Longton, yeah, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 on 18s and change of bowling from the pavilion end to be Archie Spross. I'm over bowling to
5 under 16s.
5 and 16, yeah.
Saturday, we're captain the second, we had 8 under 16s, 1 under 18 and 127.
I think you're lucky to have had 8. I mean, players buy that. Archie Sprott, single to Frenford.
Yeah.
He's quite sharp. Again, one of our regular second 11 players.
Nice little loosener.
You don't miss out on that. Charlie's still not fit.
Charlie's not fit, no. Charlie's out for the season, I'm afraid. Yeah.
That's all right,
And umpire Gary Marshall justifiably signals a wide for that one.
Where?
10.
160. Balls. He's not giving it a smack. He's not giving it a smack.
And Sprott to Talati, who has turned that back with a square where it's half fielded, but the batsman take 2.
Put the other one just back in the charger.
I think that's leg on further extras. In fact, it's a wide. That's 1 to 4, so 5 wides on it.
Actually, when they put your car game here, young son Bear went round the weekend.
So Sprott to Talati, and that is snicked. And that has flown all the way to the boundary at third man for 4 runs. So fairly expensive over this one. And appears as though we may have a lost ball here. Chance for me to put up the batting line.
Smashed everything to mid on. I'm back thinking, what is it?
Ball. Don't they managed to lose that one because it's a bit of bracken and stuff down there. It's a bright coloured ball, and I remember once playing again about 20 years ago, and the place was all sorted.
We haven't got any proper stairs, so it's a second new ball.
Okay. Did for India, didn't it? Might do for us. Second new ball.
I was playing a game a few years ago where somebody managed to hit the ball into an orchard, and there must have been 1,000 red apples on the floor, and it took us ages to find the ball amongst all these apples. So, no spare ball. I'm having to use a new ball, although with only
I was probably very close to go. I love watching.
a few, not a lot of difference, I suppose. But
But no scoring system online is brilliant to track the game.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, we've got
Bought into it now.
we've got a system now. But the only time it gets used is when I put it up. No one can be bothered to put it up. Watching it, I'm thinking, no.
Rob, you're in trouble. You've got that food smell coming all the way
I know, and I'm trying to. I'm on a diet, innit? Not good diet, innit? It's a diet.
the big chat is about Rob Rollins' diet here.
Yes.
To T, who has skied that one, and it is caught by Allison. Allison, the batsman also crossed. So
Squared up.
a further wicket falls. So they've identified the batsman from a replay of that in. So new batsman Rob is
Arjun Bardwaj.
Arjun Bardwaj.
Fresh off the back of 100 for the under 15. So
Oh right, so
that was
in
yesterday,
form.
yesterday. But his first 100.
Yeah. He's not been on a golf course then. I got my first 100 on a golf course.
There might be many of those.
I got most of my 100s on a golf course.
I gave up. I gave up very early on in my golf career.
Right, so
Couldn't do it.
I believe they crossed there, so that should be done on strike.
That's right, yeah.
So
Good for his name. Oh, not me.
let's see if we throw a replay in.
It doesn't matter.
Hopefully I manage to get the catch on the second camera.
Mm.
Oh, hang on. No, they've made a single. No, I'm fine.
No, thank you. I would love 10, but no.
We have been
No, thank you.
sorely tempted here by bacon butties
No,
and
I've been good. I've done 9 kilos, so another 30 to go. We're back in shape.
so after 5 overs, Frenford have moved on to 36 for 5,
Power
run
of a new
rate of
girlfriend,
7.2, so
Power of a new girlfriend.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How long?
a decent start.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, very good. Very happy. You hear that, honey? You listening? Give a shout out.
Shout out for Rob Rollins' girlfriend, which will go all over Twitter and Facebook and whatever else. And we have a change of bowling, but I'm not sure who that is. Let's have a look.
A new ball. See what new ball does.
It would help if
Classic. Yeah, we get a new ball. Yeah, good new ball. I said, have you got a new ball? So you're happy? No, new ball.
right. New bowler is Kian Schwartz. Bowling to Rimat Hassan, who plays and misses.
They haven't bumped him yet. Some bump in the pickle we'll get into.
Oh, you don't want to get that second keyboard.
Yeah.
It's Kian Schwartz.
Oh, okay.
Kian Schwartz. Or I hope it is. My eyesight. And a wide ball signalled by umpire David Swain.
Okay, the last proper game I played in was a T20 game here against Wanstead. And I had Merv and Maurice running out at me. I thought, you know what, time to get this game up. they weren't pitching it up, Charlie. I couldn't see the ball. You know what?
And that is nicked. And Rimat Hassan has been caught by Jay McCarroll for 13 off 13 balls.
I told the girlfriend it'd be a short day or a long day. There's no in between there. There's no in between. If it's a short day, I've got to go and do some decorating. Come on, boys.
Yeah.
Someone dig in.
So, who we got now, Rob?
Who's that?
No, there was just sitting beside him.
Oh, AR, Abdul Rahman Ismail.
So, new batsman will be Abdul Rahman Ismail. And we will
Very pretty
throw in a replay of the wicket.
These guys have suffered from a generation of our club all stopping together and not going down the levels of playing and show these guys. So they've got pretty techniques,
Yeah.
but they just don't understand how to turn strike over and manipulate runs and score runs, score heavy. So they'll Irfan, Moss and all those guys stop playing together. Ashfaq, all this
Yeah, yeah.
whole band of guys. We played yesterday in a memorial game at Frenford, and all the guys were out and they're smashing everywhere. We've got enough seniors of that sort of quality to show these guys. So, it feels like the first time we're going to get ready.
So, Frenford at 37 for 4.
So we need a merger. Anyone out there looking for a merger? Frenford merger.
He's defended Abdul Rahman Ismail. Shout out Jez Sadler on his tractor down at the lake. Adrian Green. I'm glad to have my grasp Mark Innocent. Swat to Ishmael, and that's turned onto the onside. But
Is that the other end? That's actually a guy and they hit the ball at all the time.
So just the 2 ones in the over, and more importantly a wicket. So 6 overs gone, Frenford 38 for 4.
Need some special players with Jimmy.
I believe for 6 seconds, so, but not so. Often cube as well. It's really effective.
You can open his own.
Yes. Down to on or single. Cheers and excitement from the other
The big
pitch.
wicket's gone down. It must be a
Under
big
14s are playing their final on the chase.
big team. Very good.
South wants to do another
Very good team.
14s.
South Latin amazing.
So we go to and that's pushed out into the covers, picked up by for a single. And further dots. I think Joe bowls more of a flipper or a top spinner.
Yeah, look at his
than
overspinning. He's overspinning the ball.
yeah, he's
First one.
he gets bounced and lifts. I mean, he's
Yeah,
6'4", so
Big lad.
he's a tall lad. He's a big lad. His sister opens the bowling for Essex Ladies, so it runs in the family. That's just pushed for a single. The sort of extra cover. So 3 off the over, again a fairly frugal over by the Colchester bowlers.
Need a little bit of rebuilding now from the Frenford boys.
Yeah. Yes,
Big push at the end. So
5.86 and over is the current rate, which if continued would take you to 117, 6 and over 119, 8 and over 145. So look at a range of.
how many overs gone so far?
We've 7 overs gone.
So,
So no time to panic. And it's a
you
long way out there,
you're up.
but still.
Yeah? Oh, that's what the big shout was. Jeevan, that's a big wicket.
So Swartz to the left-handed Aaron Bargewell. do apologise if my pronunciations are
No, that's fine, barge.
barge.
Things that you hard was, but we call it hard.
Bahard
So?
Wodge.
I think so.
Who pushes that to the onside for a single. Moves on to 3. I understand the difficulties with me having a Polish name.
Yeah. What's it?
Wolski. Yeah. Forename Philip. It's got to the point where nobody uses that anymore, it seems.
Philip.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well done, boys.
Yeah, nice, that's sensible running.
That's what
Just
I have to say. We shout in the air about doing that.
Yeah,
Right over.
push.
Hand right hand, upset the bowling, upset the rhythm of the bowler. The tools have changed in one-day cricket.
Distinct shortage of boundaries, though, I think,
Yeah,
is a fair comment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's pushed out to point, where picked up by Ben Robinson, but not fast enough to prevent the single. Frenford nicely rotating the strike now. Some good cricket.
Rebuild. The rebuild.
So Schwartz to
Slow ball.
Ishmael, and that's going to be a wide ball, signalled by David Swain.
Nice attempt at a slow ball. Try to mix it. I like that.
Yeah.
Mix it up. Don't let the batsman settle. Looking.
Pushed out and gone for overthrows.
Well done, guys.
So well run, 2 runs with the overthrow. The sharpest bit of field in that.
Good lad. Well done.
Again, a further single brings up the end of the over. Frenford now at 6 over, 48 for 4 off 8. Joe McGregor to bowl to Abdul Rahman Ishmael. Nicely played out to point, but over out the stumps. So, opportunity to take the single. Struck down to long on for a single.
Very good.
Yeah, they're starting to get the strike rotation.
Colchester
And,
have opened up the field for us, so they've given us the gaps.
yeah,
Opened up the field. They could have maybe.
I think they were expecting you to. Oh, hang on, what we got here? We've got a 4, a wide with an extra one. So, 2 wides and all money. Wide plus 1
They could have.
in the computer language we're using it. Long throw back and 2.
Slowly they squeezed the field a little bit, they opened it up just because they could.
Yeah.
Look at the bowlers, maybe. Careful.
Yeah, it's lacking a little bit of power, aren't they, to find the boundary.
Nothing to just, I say, people
Very young
any
side.
any more wickets. They're both good strikers of the ball. Both these guys can strike it really
Steered backward of point for just a single.
But they're both showing a bit of maturity just to rebuild the innings a little bit. Real partnership.
I think it's important you don't lose too many further wickets, otherwise you'll start to slip behind.
Good lads.
And
Buzzers.
buzzers. Lack of maturity there.
Been
Colchester players.
all summer to run singles and knock it. Now they're finally getting it. It's been a long summer. Well done, it's good to see.
57 for 4 off 9. You say a long summer, it seems very short to me. I've never known such a short summer.
Working with the boys and trying to get them to run singles and turn
Oh, right.
over, that's been a long challenge.
I mean, last year was a very short summer because we, started in July, but this season seems to have flown, and that's with me scoring probably 4, 5, 6 days a week.
Really?
Yeah, I score for the various Essex levels.
Yeah.
So, change of bowling again. Return of George Offord. His off breaks.
This will be interesting.
Bowling to Arjun Bhardwaj, who has a big swing at that and doesn't connect.
This will be interesting.
That's nicely played out to the covers for just a single. I don't know where the sunshine that was forecast has gone. This is all overcast. And,
Saving it for the final.
well, played out to point, and there's trouble here.
Yeah, that was never a run.
And
So
so Bhardwaj is run out.
never a run.
Didn't actually see you through that. Yes, for the moment, because I'm not sure who actually threw that.
That was a shame because they were running really well.
Yeah, I'll have a look on the, see if I can pick it up on the replay in a minute to find the thrower. So, new batsman is Ashwin Sharma, is it?
Yes.
So, incoming batsman Ashwin Sharma. 2 names with a lot to live up to. I suppose the Ashwin and Sharma offer into formula in that, but particularly good aim now.
Had foresight. They were doing so well, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were doing so well, knocking it around. I've screamed it all year for doing this, all year, and they were doing it, and then one bad call.
I said, spin, even if it's an easy single, make sure you spin.
Yeah, they were doing it.
Yeah, they were doing it.
They said, what bad call? Just happened, bad call.
Right, I can now identify who it was. Robinson was the thrower, so I can correct that in a minute. Offered to Rana Ishmael,
I was really
who
pleased.
has driven that out too long gone for a single.
AR's doing really well.
Ashwin to delivery.
Some people score. Yeah, I'm good here.
That's played out into the cover, short cover, fielded by Joe McGregor, but they get a single. So 3 off the over plus a wicket. So at the halfway stage of this innings, Frenford have moved on to 60 for 5.
Get to the end and hope the
And I need to correctly thrower on the wicket.
The last 3 overs you get.
Wasn't unknown, it was in fact Ben Robinson.
Last 3 overs. So we get until then to 17. Get the last 3 overs. With some wickets, with so many wickets. You think this guy's nothing like another 5 overs, it's fine.
And replacing Joe McGregor at the pavilion end, it will be Oscar Baker. Bowling to Ashwin Sharma.
Okay. Ashwin.
And that's short and pulled
All twisted.
and has gone about a yard. We were all looking for that to be sailing over to the mid-wicket boundary, but I think he must have bottom edged that or something, because it just dropped at his feet. A ball that deserved the full treatment, but did in fact get it. And a short one lobbed up to Barney Morton is the catcher.
Barney Morton. There's a player with his dad, Essex schools.
Yeah.
Young Ian.
So and the incoming back, Rob, is
Is that
it Khurshid?
No. Is it Umar going in? Umar? Who's left it? I'll tell you. Not Abdullah, not Abdullah Khan. Umar Imtiaz.
So the incoming bat is Umar Imtiaz. And while he's out there taking strike, I will throw in a replay. This time I'm trying to get the replay concluded before they start again. And it's good having 2 cameras, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you get the catcher in as well. Doesn't always work if they're.
I wonder how you do. They've got 2 cameras now.
Yeah. I just toggle between the 2 cameras. The main one is 11 times zoom. The other one is about 4.5 times zoom. Basically.
So do you take that around with you? Is that your setup?
Sorry.
Is that your setup?
Yeah, I built this
Take
myself.
it. Oh, cool.
Yeah, take it to home and away. I also do Essex 2 as well. With it. Essex under 18s, and so I end up scoring 5-6 days a week.
It's nice though, isn't it?
Well, I had the insurance, and they were sorry ones in the after that. So last time after doing the watch cricket,
It's a hard life.
and the chief came in and told me they don't win. I can't kick the sport. We can really risk it. Anyway, that's a long story. So I retired from work and took up scoring. But I did manage to retire cricket the week. So it's my ambition. I just want to work and then make sure cricket after. I had a big 6 up my throat. He took my bat under my arm. But that's it.
Yeah.
Left work last week. That's a nice shot. Filled like in what's run.
Hang in there, young man. Hang in there.
Well, I had a look in the ECB box of tricks and thought I could build that. And I thought, oh, come on. I suppose it's get a bowl. I mean, it's of weight and
Run out. I'm playing on the iPhones. Not bold.
that's very well bowled.
It's good length.
So over 11 overs on 6.46 is the score run rate now 5.73. But no, it's primary 1. Click on there.
That's
2.
That's the live feed, yeah? When you click on.
Yeah. I mean, what I can't do from one camera to the other camera. It's 2 cameras coming. I can consecutively with the field. I did try using presets to make the camera follow the ball, but to try and score, audio commentate and do everything else I'm trying to do, it's just simply too much. I mean, the county ground, there were about 5 people doing it with multiple cameras and video mixers, scorers, analysts.
Sweet.
So offered to Imtiaz. Plays that nicely out to just backward a point where it's misfielded, and batsman go through for a single.
What's the pressure on this young man now? How's he going to bat through? How's he going to play six?
So George offered here in his 4th over, just 1 for 14 so far. That's a long hop that's only going to go for 1, fielded by Guy Haynes. Guy Haynes, another of our first team bats, so a fair sprinkling of superstars. So just 2 off the over. So George offered 4 overs, no maidens, 1 for 15. Run rate 5.42 would take Frenford to 108 at this rate. They get them to 129, so range of around about 110 to 129 is what we might expect.
A long way from that.
Yeah, Oscar Baker to continue.
Young lad to sit in and stick in for a while. You know?
And Simon Virgin, that's top edged out to backward a point where Guy Haynes fields, and it's just a single. And that's played out. Oh, just a single or controlled shot, that one.
See what he's trying to do with middle up. He's trying to take him on.
Yeah.
Something's got to go. We need a lot of runs from this. Thought process is good. Just missing the ball.
Short pulled out to mid wicket where
Good
Ollie
running
Allison returns, and batsmen go through for 2.
Running in wellies. Put your feet up, boys. It's good well bowled. He's looking to come down and banged it in. It's well bowled.
Apologise to the viewers, we've got a bit of wind, so there's a bit of camera shake on the pole.
There we go.
That's a good hit out to Ben Robinson, who holds the ball rather than shine at the stumps very sensibly.
First way in the slot. Didn't find the gap.
So fairly tight stuff here from Oscar Baker. Well in from the pavilion end. That's squirted out through point, well picked up by Kean Schwartz for just a single. So George offered, having finished his spell, 4 overs, no maidens, 1 for 15. Very frugal,
Well bowled.
very well bowled. We need a change of bowling, and
Number 32.
I think this will be Kieran Swartz returning.
What his initial figures, what was saying.
Kieran Swartz, initial figures, 2 overs, no maidens, 1 for 9. But Rob, don't go by any of our shirts, because none of these shirts bear any relationship to the players, apart from the lads who played for the first team. The rest of them, they could be anybody. There's probably 4 Johnny Bassett Grahams out there, and Johnny's currently in New Zealand, so.
Oh, good. Laid it. Oh, good catch.
And what an awesome catch that was.
That's a worldie.
I don't know
That's a worldie.
whether I managed to get that on camera, but
That's a worldie.
I'm going to have to put that in briefly as unknown, because I don't know who actually caught that.
That was a worldie.
It happened
Running
so
back was
quick.
One hand over his head.
Tom, did you see who caught that? George Offord.
That was a worldie.
Yeah. I don't know whether I've got it on camera here, so
No, but just
you know,
like a
hopefully
shot.
I have. It might be out of shot,
Just
but
like a
I'll,
shot.
I'll have a look. So incoming batsman we have
Abdullah Khan.
Abdullah Khan. I will edit that ball to court offered, which I think is probably correct. It happened so fast that I was concentrating on catching the switching cameras.
Very good.
But we will have a look at the replay just while the batsmen are taking strike. Did I manage to catch the catch? It's just out of view, I think. But back live, and the batsmen take a single. This is Ishmael on strike now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a single to Khan.
And another single to Ismail. Oh, who's it? Who's that? This is Abdullah Khan on strike now. They must have crossed.
They must have crossed.
They must have crossed.
Okay, I need to correct that in a minute.
Abdullah Khan on strike now.
Right. Okay. So that single
What's the Abdullah
should
Khan?
be to Ishmael.
Yeah.
Right. I'll correct that in just a second.
Great catch.
Yeah,
Fantastic
that was
catch.
a worldie. That was a worldie. That was a
Fantastic
good
catch.
effort. Good snap. Just good snap.
So that's
One to
gone out
Abdullah
for
Khan.
a single to Khan. I do have to correct the second ball because I didn't notice the batsman had crossed. So Swartz to Ishmael. That's going to be a wide. Single Ishmael. I'll have to do that when I've got a break. So I need to correct ball 13.2. Single to Khan. Ends the over. So Frenford 76 for 7 off 14. So ball 13.2.
Worldie.
I didn't see it. He said even if he tries it, no good. I was in the toilet.
Yeah, well, they
Really?
it was a great shot, but at one point running backwards, one-handed,
One-handed?
yeah, jumping back,
Wow.
turned well, looped at him, but he had to turn and go back. Yeah, good catch, very good, very good.
Right. Change of bowling at the pavilion end. Returning is Joe McGregor. Currently 2 overs, no maidens, 0 for 12. And he's bowling to Abdullah Khan.
Actually, I hope Abdullah can't. Well, we can back to this, but yeah, Abdullah will have one.
Yeah. I'll change it. So I said to him, so she's back.
It's not your job to
It's what I'm talking about. Whatever might be. He has opened them. He has opened them.
don't really matter. Oh, of course, Miss
Oh no, he
he
didn't
caught
miss
the
it. I think it must have hit the wicket keeper and deflected onto the stumps. So Abdullah Khan stumped by Jane McCarroll.
Stumped loosely.
Yeah. One joy of video.
Exactly.
If you then look at the video,
That's how great it was.
it doesn't look as
Went
great.
the gate, Dooley picked it.
So this is either Kushi, and we will show the quality of the stumping as a replay.
Again, from a keeper's perspective, there we go.
Let's have a look. So they all look the same in the book. Winds back 30 seconds, this is back all the time. So it's been back. I think to be fair, you're generous. It's actually been viewed on a big screen, which we probably can do in a moment when we have. Yeah, I'm in a big screen view for
Not my best, I could have done that.
but
On my best day, I'll take it though.
but it's going to be aggressive Kashid. Frenford's innings rather forward. There you go. There we go. I mean, you don't know. I mean, you'd say that Colchester in the box seat here, but we bowl enough wides. Score will benefit. And that's beaten. Not sure.
Been led by him, I'm guessing.
Yep. They leg bite. Signalled by umpire Gary Marshall. That's nicely played out to long off, where it's fielded by Ben Robinson.
Well, 17 of 24 balls is ticking along. Okay.
Yep, 17 off 24 indeed. And that has comprehensively.
That's out.
That's only got was review. So it's read that one. Oh, did I not? What's happened there? Yeah, click on colour.
Groove.
Yeah, well, that comprehensively.
Out.
So what I'm doing is if I double click on it, well, click on it there. That's the end of the previous book. This is actually a high resolution as well, but the end of to this you need definitely need to sort of down. I have to for pointing with my camera. That's going to. Oh, we must have padded that something.
I think you did, yeah.
Kia, can you off the sight screen, please? You're shaking the camera.
And I think what your shots are going to be middle.
On.
Yeah.
do another single. I'm to think there, because left-handed recorder, trying to work out where the field is. Left-hand front leg. Field speaker. Oh, the smell of cooking bacon here is just
Well done, guys.
too much. And a leg bye
Let's see, I've got good on strike.
to include the over, so that's 16 overs gone, 84 for 9.
That looks lovely, doesn't it? Sneaking past the big session.
And we have a lag, so I'm going to restart the cameras.
That's nuts, isn't it? Got live commentary as well.
No video. Can I jump on the commentary, please? You're already on there.
You're already on it if you're within 5 yards of me. So, ball to Durham and Ishmael. 4 overs to go, make 5.25. Could do some acceleration, but let's get out to extra cover. A single. Was that you sitting on my sight screen and doing, David?
Oh,
Hey? Stood on my sight screen with the camera going like this.
Sorry, mate, I'm sorry.
You and Keir.
Going.
That's nicely played out again to
Give
the
me a heart
point sort of
attack,
area.
Nicely played. Give me a heart attack running down the wicket like that.
Alright, oh, I thought it was nicely played. It was a controlled shot.
Give me a heart attack.
Yeah, just pushed out, square of the wicket for
It's your job. Do your job.
a single.
Now, don't get stumped.
Yes, the crime would be to not use all your overs, isn't
Yes.
You-
it?
Good umpire.
It's on my screen again. It's a lot better now. I've got a fiberglass hole where previously I said stainless steel, you really whip it. Viewers will get seasick.
Well
So,
played.
yeah, nicely played.
Nice lad. And all the pressure, wicket tumbling all around him.
Covers for just
kept
a
his cool.
single.
He's kept his cool.
So further over has gone. Kin Shorts, 4 overs, no maidens, 2 for 8. Change of bowl again. And I suspect this is going to be Ashkay Lonkar.
Yep.
If I can. Indeed it is. So, Young Lonkar to.
Seen in regulation death already.
Lonkar, death bowler normally?
Fast bowler.
No, is he we normally bowl him at the death? Was the question from Rob?
Quite honestly, it was.
Rushed out for a single.
When he puts on to it, he goes wides. I think he's doing that sort of
Yeah.
Good.
Back with a point.
Quite number 10.
Single.
The one that
And number 11,
the one that just ran it down for a single.
Third one without the white sleeves thing on.
Yeah.
That's
One
No,
this- the one this end.
This one, this is the one who's
Abdul Rahman Ishmael.
he's got 20 on.
23 off 32, the lad on strike. Mainstay of the innings. He's hit that straight to a man, so
He's very good at that. Hit it straight to the fielders.
not anything for that.
This is the bowler. Don't worry about this is the bowler. 2 let's go. Oh, didn't get through.
And well stopped by Joe McGregor, who's as fine a fielder age group as you'll ever find. So Bill Miller on strike. And that again has been pushed out the offside single.
Is that 5 gone in it?
Yeah, 5 balls gone.
This is going to be a 6. 1 bats 4.
Four off,
Over.
no,
1 bats 4, 6. There we go.
No, he's going to just drive it out to Joe McGregor, who confields. So just 4 off the over. 93, 4, 9, 18. 2 overs to go.
Thinking.
Joe McGregor has finished at this end, so 4 overs, no maidens, 2 Orton. What have they done?
Ollie Allison.
Yeah. So the finish off will be Ollie Ellison, brother of Ben.
So who's on strike?
Uh,
Yeah, they switched ends.
how do they do
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
Umpire Gary Marshall sending them back to the.
Sneaky.
I've seen that done. Mr. Ishmael wanting to get on strike, obviously.
Should have got a singleness, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Got to him right.
I've got,
Is it Mia on strike?
I reckon it should be
Yes,
Mira
it
on
is,
strike,
yeah.
yes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we think, Gary. So, Alison to Mira.
Oh, it's gone full. He's gone full.
It's a full outside range of wide, so with a right with it, so to right on me. Yeah. I'll look at it, David. Question? That's the first four for a considerable time.
Not for full, man.
We will play a replay
They're both full. Look at your man.
since we got a bit of time while they fetch the ball. It's quite hard to squeeze replays playing teams now, so live. With unbelievable. Started on 99. John 3 so that's all. So it's it. Yeah. Okay, so Frenford has concluded after 2.3 overs on exactly 100. So we're going to take a little 10-minute break from commentary here, just while we have the change of innings, and be back very shortly. In the meantime, I will put the cards up. So, just about to get underway again. Colchester acquiring a 101 to win.
Yazan Kashid is opening the bowling.
So, that we designated was the north end. Umpire David Swain. And Yazan Kashid will be the opening bowler. Bit of spin by the look of it.
Oh, straight breaks, I think.
Yeah. Signal to say we're underway. And Joe McGregor on strike.
He normally bowls very economical, but from a good calibre player he's playing against.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good bat, Joe McGregor.
Yeah.
Very good bat. Captain of the under-18s on quite a number of occasions. Essex, that is.
Yeah, good. This is a
So good player. Right, him and Robin Das tend to do it between them. So first delivery coming up.
come on, Yazan.
Joe McGregor just stabs that back, no run. He sensibly has a look. And he struck that out to mid-on for a single, and the Colchester innings is underway.
Can't afford any misfields. And that's the first one.
Run rate required 5.08 per over. Kian Schwartz tries to dab that behind point but misses. So Yazan Kashid making a good start here.
There we go. Good
And
start,
he's-
Yazan. Good start, Yazan. He's
that
our gun
LBW?
bowler. Yep, LBW. He's our gun bowler. Bowls wicket to wicket.
So early blow. Kian Schwartz is
Good
out
believe.
for naught. Incoming batsman will be Ben Robinson. So we can have a look at again replay. Maybe I've not let that roll backwards again. I do have to wait 30 seconds before I can play a replay in this method. Oh, that looks pretty adjacent.
Straight, yeah.
Wicket to wicket. So really low. I think it's fair to say your boys have got to take 10 wickets.
Yes.
So-
So we'll have 9 blows like that.
So then we have remaining.
Ooh.
Looking pretty low.
Yeah, he's done much. Yeah.
Frenford looking very light, very 36. So to bowl from the pavilion end. Here we go. Number 19, does that mean anything to you, Rob? The land ball to Chandra. So, and on side. That's ball on the deck to wicket. Knee single. Both these two laterals. Commentators curse coming up probably.
Yes, please. well in.
Well, it's only decided by the second and third chap. Most side go. Well, back to
How are you, Len?
Okay.
Okay. Len. You look very bad. Yeah, that's good. It's good side over there.
Yeah, they are a good side. It's not easy playing a full side pitch, goodness knows why.
Are they?
Yeah. I don't understand it.
so Gregor comes out down.
The two games that we played on, freezing playing that pitch. You know, that's the only point of it. So it's good.
Yeah. Very decent looking side.
Is that you got a good score on here?
Not
Or?
remotely. You know what, we'll have a go. We're fighters.
I think CBD will be scoring singles, won't it?
Gone to
keep-
McGregor.
Well, we did that all season. Just losing wickets.
I don't. I have.
Sometimes low scores are tricky to get. You get in a bad mental place. Just to buff
Oh,
the
I
first
know.
4 overs and bring it right down to kid us out of the game. They're giving us a little bit of hope. First over, we've got a wicket.
Oh, you got a wicket, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll chase low totals. Get. Oh,
Nicely played out to mid off for a single to Joe McGregor. So off the over. Takes the Colchester score on to 4 off 2.
4-2.
These two will always have a look though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're teasing us.
That's what can I-
You good?
Yeah, he's a man, ain't he?
So Yazan Kershid to continue bowling to Joe McGregor. He's taken the 1 wicket over
Down, down, down.
and just pushed by Joe McGregor for a single. Colchester know that just a runner ball will get them there, so no need at this stage to take any risks.
Yes.
Is that caught behind?
Yes, good line. Good hands keeper.
So Robinson is caught by Ashwin Sharma. Just took it down.
I think it's a funny game.
It is a funny game. So the
Pressure,
incoming
pressure.
batsman will be. So I'll replay that in. So
Not a good week to give up drinking. Could do with a vodka. There we go.
So it's Yazan Kershid will be bowling to Guy Haynes.
Can we have another commentator's curse, please?
His first time in the commentators.
Yeah, thank you.
You can both. Especially when both sides are starting to realise that. So Kershid to Haynes. So nice.
What is it?
Yes, yeah. But I think well, it's a bit like this, like,
Oh, well, change your pace there, lovely. Change your pace.
push back to mid off for no run. McGregor's hit that firmly. I don't think that's going to be stopped. So 4 runs to Chuck. The require 6 off the over, so still with their target there. So Yazan Kershid 2 overs, no maidens, 2 for 7. Very economical. And it looks like Abdullah Khan to continue.
Yep.
Number 19. This time bowling to Guy Haynes, who watches that go through to the wicket keeper. Ashwin Sharma. Named after two bowlers and keeps wicket. Obviously not total foresight. It's pushed out to mid-on for no run. Of course, your lads will be up all night watching this now.
Yeah.
The replay. That's what happens. I get a couple of hundred viewers during the day, and then about 500 overnight. All lads are bowling very well. Very tightly here. That's nicely played, backward a point, where that's going to beat the fielder and find the boundary. So, still teasing us with the smell of bacon behind us. Excellent hospitality here from Billericay Cricket Club. Many thanks to everybody involved for hosting this day of cricket. Guy Haynes somewhat late on that, trying to repeat the cut shot. Colchester here 14-4-2 4 against Kashid and 2.
That's all I thought.
So you ball you're in.
Yeah, no, I need to take my first max.
Yeah,
I've got 700.
that's true. Yazan Kashid 2 over now nicely here. It's dismissed 2 good Colchester batsmen on the day, which wasn't today. That's down to long on for a single by John McGregor. Fantastic temperament, just won't keep pushing it around and accumulating runs.
Oh, gone again, it's gone. Done him.
What, LBW?
LBW, yeah.
Yeah. So Guy Haynes is LBW. So quite a clatter of wickets here.
Yes, I was making it.
Indeed. So going into bat is Allen. So that ball. Again, I look just not that you can ever tell me on the replay particularly, bearing in mind that camera's not perfectly on the bowler's arm, and you haven't got DRS,
Yeah.
and you haven't got hot
I've
stop
had
echo,
that.
and about £100,000. Speaker's the next one I've been asked to get.
Yeah.
Speaker to hook up.
Speaker.
The only problem is that you aim to buy and get 2 good speakers. And that's where if you get a decent count, 40 quid. But the way it's always the bowler's foundation on every that's nonsense. Okay. And 2. Shot. Oh, really well. That's a sheet, 3 overs, maidens, 3 for 12. Abdullah Khan to continue.
Yep.
And nicely played, straight down the ground for 4 runs by Joe McGregor.
For example, when you get your run up wrong, stop. You stop and then this run up.
Yeah.
You run up wrong, you stop and start again.
My apologies to anybody watching the live stream, it's stuttering a bit. That's pure and simply the poor quality of the internet locally. It's never been great at Billericay for internet connectivity. Quickly onto that, and that's pulled the quality shot square of the wicket for 4. So consecutive 4s. Just going to restart the cameras briefly. So loss of Visio signal for a second. And we're back live again. Just try and shake the gremlins out of the system.
Oh,
Left him and definitely played at it.
oh, good. Go away with that.
Got away with it. Still 74 required. But Colchester just about up with the rate for the loss of 3 wickets though. Very good to see lots of spectators here today. I've been scoring Essex second 11 and under 18 games here. And because they've all been behind closed doors, it's been eerily quiet. But we've got quite a good crowd here, helped by having the under 14s game on the adjacent pitch. Again, no run, but 8 off the over. Signal the power play is over. So Yazan Kashid to bowl his final over.
See if we can burgle another wicket. Be ready.
Yep.
A really exciting game.
Well, it'll certainly change the game if we see one of these two fall in the next over or so. Nicely pushed out to point for single. Just Ollie Allison with his sensible head on.
It's the wicket we need, number 7.
Yes,
On the back.
Joe McGregor 17 off 17. Run a ball.
Change of pace.
Lots of flight.
Good cricket shot that.
It was a good cricket shot. Enough for 2 runs to Joe McGregor.
Good cricket shot. Just had a text from our under 16 manager saying get this guy out in the next 10 to 20 runs. It's the same thoughts.
Yeah,
This guy looks very,
it'll
very,
make a big difference.
very, very decent.
Oh, Joe McGregor is a very fine cricketer.
It's calm, looks assured, no panic.
48. He made 48 on Saturday for the first, and then managed to reverse sweep himself into getting out LBW. So
Oh, that was the same as me.
yeah, it's par for the course with the youngsters, I'm afraid, but very angry with himself, so he'll be very determined today. That is a fine shot,
4-1.
but well fielded, and just the single.
Good shot for one.
Was a good shot for one, wasn't it?
Very young man. You well?
You booked to score all 3 games on here.
To do the
Comes
video.
out today.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
I've heard the rumours.
hoping
Well,
that the
you've done
other teams provide scorers. I mean, would have had 2 scorers here, but Rob's had trouble with his computer, so.
This is a nuts this setup.
Yeah, I'm here to speak to Phil.
Yeah.
4 off the
It's
over.
nuts. It's nuts. He's definitely the man. 2 campers.
Yeah.
So Colchester have moved on to 31 for 3 off 7. Run rate required now 5.38. But principal strike bowler Khurshid has finished his spell. Very fine spell indeed.
Yeah, very good spell. Up the leggies we've got on now. Off spinner.
Yeah, 4 overs, no maidens, 3 for 16. 4 and over.
Arjun Bardwaj, new bowler.
And we have a change of bowling from the pavilion end. Arjun Bardwaj, who will be bowling to Joe McGregor. And this is going to be crucial. It's second line of bowlers, isn't it?
Do you guys want a full system, do you? What have you got at the moment?
So we've got. Try not to speak over the mic.
It's all right.
So I'm Scott, by the way.
Oh, hi Scott. Yeah,
Unwanted.
yeah.
So yeah, we've got the camera set up. We've obviously got the one on the side screen, but obviously you're limited by who's using it. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I can help you there, Scott.
so if I was if I'm scoring, then this is
Yeah.
where I'm at. But
It's nicely pushed by Joe McGregor down to long on for a single.
Same that we've got a basic frog box system. It's okay, but I'm not going to put something out.
Frog box is a problem.
Yeah, but it's basic and it's unless we've got someone like yourself, Phil, can do all this, which we ain't.
Yeah, you can't do all this with frog box.
Yeah, no, but we ain't got someone who could do it, so there wouldn't
Yeah.
be much point us having this.
I put all this up in the morning before the games, and then I go and do my thing, and then I come in the evening and take it all down.
Yeah.
And if I'm
We're trying to get something to live score. We can't get something to live score.
right,
So just one off the over so far.
sadly
It's well struck out. And Miss Field brings 2 runs to Ollie Allison. If you actually notice, Scott, by the way, I'm talking to Scotty from Wanstead, who've just got the same system. All I'm doing is exactly the same as John Pluck would do, but I've got it set different settings. So push square of the wicket for a single to Joe McGregor. Although I've got the live stream running, which you've set up, and you've already got to the point where the overlay is working and so on. As Joe McGregor turns it around the corner where it is fielded for no run. All I've done is up here where you've got video. Let me just score this next ball and I'll show you. And McGregor has, I was on the wrong camera there, but it doesn't matter. And he has cut that for 4 runs. So end of the over, Colchester have moved on to 39 for 3. I will need to identify the bowler before I can show you this, Scott. And there is a change of bowling here because Yazam Kashid has bowled out. 4 overs, no maidens, 3 for 16. So who have we got, Rob?
It's going to be a spinner. Which one's it going to be? Imtiaz.
Where are we in the list? So to continue will be from the town end, Imtiaz. All it is, Scott, is up here, video, capture auto video, auto capture video, live upload.
Right.
And if those 3 are checked and John scores normally, your clips will go up.
So I think live upload is the only thing we're not doing.
Yes, I think that's it confused me for a long time. I thought the capture, edit video and auto capture, hang on, it's gone out through extra cover for a single. I thought you needed that for live streaming. You don't actually. The live stream's entirely controlled from
the
stop and start, and you've now worked out at Wanstead how to add to match centre.
Yes.
I think your first couple of weeks.
We didn't. Yeah.
Well, I think you probably embedded the stream key, which is the common area. You go embed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go embed. You save it, the embed key, and then.
Yeah. So now we embed the video code.
Yeah.
From the YouTube studio into
yeah.
Centre.
That's exactly how you do
That's
it.
how that works now.
Exactly how you do it.
The one thing I think when we started, we had the replays were coming up. The live replays were coming up after every 4 and wicket. But then I started to be able to make highlight packages for the boys individually. I started capturing every ball instead of just 4s and 6s.
You need a lot of internet power for that.
And I think what your email said, which was I think probably what we're going to try, is while it's trying to re-show the replay, it's still probably encoding the ball.
Yeah, that's a big hit, which has gone for 4 runs to Ollie Allison. So score moves on to 45 and score just 56 required now. Sorry, you were saying
So
Scott?
yeah, so I think what we'll do is stop capturing every ball. I wanted to capture every ball just to see how it worked and how you could generate highlight packages for the players, but ultimately the boys only really want to see when they hit 4s and 6s.
Yeah, for the county coaches, they want me to capture every ball because they also want to show the, discuss the poor shots, and that's backward of square for 2 runs. So end of the over, scores moved on to 47 for 3. The county coaches obviously want to look at balls where players played and missed as well.
Yeah.
At our level, you tend not to get that. But on play cricket, with the bit where you go to click on videos and all the videos come up.
Yes.
Well, the only thing it will ever show there is 4-6 wickets highlights.
Right.
You have to go into the ball by ball to look at other balls,
Right.
and generally people are not doing that.
No one's interested.
So I only say 4-6 wicket highlights, and then do the live stream. And if I miss somebody wants, we've had some funny incidents. Well, they can extract it from the live stream if they need to.
Yeah.
But here today, for example, I'm only getting something like 9 megabits per second upload. I really need 12, and the stream has stuttered a bit as well as a result. So is it still?
No, they've changed it. It's Abdul Rahman Ismail.
Yeah, I thought it was a change of bowling. So Abdul Rahman Ismail to from the pavilion end. Joe McGregor has struck that out for a single.
That guy's really improved his field. He couldn't stop the ball for 2 years.
Right.
He couldn't stop the ball. Really couldn't stop. He's a really fine cricketer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we've got in our hut now, we've actually got wired direct to the modem. So
Yeah.
we've actually got really good net there. And we, as per the conversation on your email, we've just bought a new laptop as well, a gaming laptop. So
Yeah.
when we're live streaming, the CPU never goes over 10%.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
But it's more the
the
upload.
CPU is one thing, which a graphics card is the other. Some of the Intel graphics cards, you get fast CPU, but the Intel graphics cards are slow. And there's that gone.
You two might be speaking Spanish. I need my son here to
This is my everyday language.
Well, it's not I'm self-taught.
My son will be all over it. It's his old gaming PC.
I mean, I looked in the ECB box of tricks and thought, well, I can do that myself, and that's how we ended up with what we've got
Dad, I
here.
need this and it does this. I said, look, just how much? Yeah, just I don't know. Don't use it. You got a clue what you're talking about.
And that's gone for 1.
Thankfully, he's off that station now.
2. It'd be helpful if I could see what's going on. So that's the Colchester 50 up in 9.4 overs.
Yeah, when we plugged John's original laptop in,
Yeah.
it went 100% computer usage.
Hang on, I've got Ollie Allison on strike. What's happened here?
I think it may have only been one.
You think it was only 1?
I think they turned back.
Okay. So that 2. Hang on, that's a dot. Right, I've misscored one there.
Just grabbing my brain to use
Going to
Spanish.
ball by ball.
I think he did only. I think he turned back.
Yeah, unfortunately somebody was stood in front of me then, so I didn't see. So that's 4 to Ollie Allison.
Just talking.
So end of the over. I think I'm a run out here because that was in fact just a score of 1. So edit 1. Continue without autocorrect. Edit.
Okay, this one's been right. Yeah, sorry.
Change it on Abdullah Mir.
And
So
Abdullah.
we've got the same cameras.
Yeah.
We've got both ends.
You got 2 cameras as
We've
well?
only got one.
Oh, sorry, no. We've got two. We've got both ends.
No, 2 of them.
2 on 2.
So it's got a one that's just a wicket, one's a wider shot.
Oh, cool.
David, can you confirm 54 for 3? I made an error in that one. I just want to double check.
The one's there at the wicket, and the next one just got a wider shot. So when it goes out to the outfield, it kicks you on. So it's really good at that.
I scored a 2 when I think it should have been a 1. I think they turned back. So can I just check it's 54? Yeah, thanks. I sorted it.
Your spinner bowl work.
Yeah, he's a good bowler. He's a very, very good bowler.
So just cleared with the umpires. What had happened was I thought they went for 2 because I had some spectators stood in front of me, and when I looked up, I had the wrong batsman on strike, so I had to edit it back to 1. So it is Mir to McGregor and a dot ball. So just past the halfway stage, Colchester requiring 47.
It's like, I knew it's a lot of paint at the start, and there's like a whole load of kit underneath the initial. entry points.
This is complex.
Where does the mic plug in?
You can plug it into your laptop.
I'll just straight into the sound port.
Beautifully played by Joe McGregor for 4 through extra cover. Basically what I've done here, Scott, is I've just made a wooden box which nicely fits into this plastic box that I use as my windshield and what have you. In there I've just got a what they call it, a extension cable connector to plug all my bits in, powered hub, and that's about it really. So I plug everything into there. I plug my scoreboard controller, microphone, all into the powered hub, and turn around the corner by Joe McGregor for a well run 2.
And the mic just goes into the jack in the.
Yeah, basically I've got a modern laptop, so I don't have an Ethernet port.
Right.
So that means I need a camera port. I'm using the Thunderbolt USB-C, whatever it is for that. McGregor's pushed that out to long off for again 2. So the camera's basically from the receiver there into here. I've got a USB cable there that goes from the USB. That's 1 to McGregor. So end of the over. Score moves on to 62 for 3.
So you have no hosting fees.
So the from the hub is that cable there. That only leaves me one of the USB, which I'm using for my mouse, and I leave that in there because often there's sometimes I use my laptop without all this paraphernalia. But this is USB. This the microphone's USB.
Oh, the mic is USB.
The mic's USB. The scoreboard controller's USB. If I connect up to this as a hotspot to my phone, that is USB. So, to make the extra ports, I've got the USB hub in there. So Uma Imtiaz to bowl from this end to Joe McGregor, who's moved on to 37 of 34. And that's been absolutely he's got away with it. Just a single. Apologies to our viewers, we're having a bit of a technical conversation here with Scott from Wanstead and Rob Rollins. But Wanstead have got the gear, and in their first season, I've been doing it for 3 seasons, so I have a bit of an advantage.
Very much so.
But it's just developed over 3 years.
Yeah,
And
it's good. No, this is very
I mean, both Wanstead and Brentwood, at the same stage of the development, are well ahead of where I was. I mean, my first season, I was just capturing individual balls, and my networking skill, I had everything on one network to the club router, and because I was fighting with every man Jack for bandwidth, it was awful. But now I've got the most fantastic 5G signal. I've got 800 megabits per second download and 60 megabits per second upload, because they put a transmitter just literally 100 yards from the club. So McGregor's pushed that out for a single. So nowadays I tend not to use club Wi-Fi, even here. I'm using, well, it's 4G I've got here, but I got away with that one as well, I think. So end of the over. Colchester have moved on to 66 for 3. You want information on the mic?
I think I've just found it.
I've got the box in here if you want.
TV Best.
yeah, 20, 22 pounds, something like that from Amazon. I mean, all my kits from Amazon pretty well.
Yeah, that's it.
So is this still, this isn't Mer, is it?
No, they've changed it again to Barbed Watch.
So back to Barwatch, who has bowled 1 over for 8 so far. Colchester requiring just 35 off 8 after a hell of a scare early on. Getting back together.
Absolute skill set. It's the actual skill set. Yeah, that's right. It is a skill set, and that's why you should be paying.
Nicely out to square leg for just a single.
We look at the merger. We need the merger. We got to merge. It's not big enough for us as in senior players or generate no income.
When we get through the interval, I'll show you all setting up and everything. So, because I need a reset up for your game.
I think one of the days where you just get a volunteer to just do the book. And
Yeah, I mean, I think we always played the score. We always played the score. We always played the score a lot, but
Well, you had Hassan, didn't you, for a long time?
yeah.
Who always used to do scoreboard duties at the county ground.
Yeah.
That's nicely played. Backward of point
Did a couple of
for
county
single.
games, he got big for himself. Did. We haven't seen him for 2 years.
Yeah, I've seen him.
like the players.
Alright.
Yes. Went to the county ground with him and he's telling me you're going to get me a pass. You're going to get me a pass. Give me a pass.
I used to occupy the box regularly with him.
He's getting me all the time as well.
Hassan, if you're listening, we love you.
No. You never, the book never added up, Hassan.
He never used the book, did he?
No. Well, yeah, the computer was on.
So, again, just a dot.
I think a lot of the
Oh, that's going to go. 2 fielders and that's beat both of them. So 4 runs to finish the over, 6 off the over takes Colchester on to 72.
some of this kind of stuff as well.
And
But you're right. When you're not that large, then
it's going to restart the cameras.
somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We generate no social money at all. There's no one doing at the bar. It's not staying behind. There's no events. It's just
Still empty house, Rob?
no Ahmed Sulfika.
So I thought we'd change of bowling. This is, where is he? Ahmed Zulfikar.
Partial to a wide.
Bowling to Ollie Allison. Colchester need just 29. What we're talking about this, Scott, the way I do replays is I just hit last ball
Oh, on the replay setting.
on the streaming overlay control.
Yeah.
Whether John can do that, I don't know. I did try with the auto replays, but just one to McGregor. Sorry, Allison.
That's what we're getting.
No ball. No ball.
Oh, no ball as well. Good
All
spot.
3. Here we go. Hold your horses.
So
tight.
we have a no ball
No,
and 1 run,
Friday days and whatever.
and a free hit with Joe McGregor on strike. This could go anywhere
Yeah, hope so.
because he's got a free hand. He's got a free hand, and he's got a great eye. And I think that
Slow ball.
lots of spectators could be
Slow
in
ball.
danger here.
Slow ball. No. Did he get it?
And he did the
That should be outlawed.
Dilshan scoop, which I don't think he'd ever play if it wasn't. Well, he did get out on Saturday to a reverse sweep.
My thing is, it's whack out of the ground.
That was your thing. Just whacking out the ground.
It's whack out. What can I do that for? I didn't get 4. We'll back it to 6. My whole thing. Yeah, I don't whack it over there. Over there somewhere.
think another thing, Scott, is how you actually set up
Your screen.
your screen and stuff. It took me ages to work out this layout. McGregor's hit that straight down the ground, and they run easy two. And that is 50 runs for Joe McGregor. Come up in 44 balls, 50 minutes, 7 fours, strike rate of 113.6. So a fine innings by the Colchester under-19 skipper. And he's Essex 2s as well, so you know, good player. And nicely played, as you say, Rob. Simple, down the ground for a single.
Guys, just to watch this. This is how you bat.
Yeah, he's worth watching, this lad.
Big shots are nice, but in between the big shots and the fours,
Yeah.
hit a single. Our guys will hit a four, and if they well, the next 4 balls with dots. Taken keeper.
He must have got a bit of pad on that, I think.
Well, that's why recording every ball was. I did the 2s last week just as a test and to show the guys, sit down and show some of the guys who scored 50s afterwards, and I sent them highlight packages of their every ball they scored off.
Yeah.
And for them to be able to see where they could have turned 1s into 2s, where they could have turned dots into 1s.
As a coaching tool, this is absolutely fantastic.
That's how I use a frog box as well. That one, just use it for sitting down. So have a look. Have a look.
The only problem with Frogbox, it's not waterproof.
Yes. No, sorry, no, it's very good. It's,
And you're also going to
good
pay
investment.
£500 a year on top of your.
we do.
Yeah.
No,
I can't recommend Frogbox to anybody.
no, we haven't got for us. It's just,
Okay, you can use a tablet, but
we ain't got the technology. We haven't got someone like yourself to do it. Even with
just
our resident score, Charlie.
Single.
He's not gonna be able to do this.
What's funny though is the actual scoring itself on the laptop is easier than scoring with a book.
Oh, much easier.
But we,
So much easier.
on this, on the iPad, simple. Yeah, but we went to Colchester, Upminster
Yeah.
got it, and it's second team cricket. First thing you've got to score. Second team cricket, you've got to give one place to do it.
Yeah, of course.
So they had to give us a tuition how to use this. It's not complex. But if something goes wrong, or move the cameras and stuff, they move the cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
Left hand, right hand. They had to give us a tutorial to use it while they went out and batted. So while they filled it.
But this is all about developing. I mean, I'm chairman of the APG live streaming group, so I've helped Upminster, I've helped Upminster,
So first thing cricket's fine.
Brentwood, and so on.
You've got to score.
At Colchester, second 11, you're absolutely right. Score with a book, and every week I used to get a book presented to me, or photographs of a book, and it would take me an hour and a quarter to upload a play cricket manually. It was absolutely hopeless. Is this still the same bowler?
This is now Abdullah Khan.
Abdullah Khan. I thought it was a change. Abdullah Khan,
In
the
second
bowl.
team, when I'm playing, we'll score on the laptop.
Yeah.
And just do it. It's easy.
This book used to arrive in a mess, take me an hour and a quarter, and in the end I donated the second 11. I donated a computer to them, and I said to them, I'm not doing anything until 3 of you learn how to use this, and I showed them how to do it. First week, absolutely perfect. Second week, absolutely perfect. Third week they had a little problem because they'd forgotten to connect it to the internet, but at least they'd scored the game digitally. And I just said, well, you're not connected to the internet. Click, upload now, and up it went. And it was just a matter of education.
Just making sure the opposite
It's
team,
much
when
easier with
they
a
come to
computer.
score, we know.
Oh, that's a
So
fine
someone
shot
knows how to do it.
by Ollie Allison. That's going to go. No, well fielded, very well fielded out there.
It's going paddocks right. Okay, what do we do here?
It's the anomalies on this stuff where they don't happen very often. So your one shorts, for example.
Yes.
It's your 5 ball overs from the umpires.
Yeah.
That's what gets people in a fluster because
I don't know how to do it.
you don't know how to
Yeah,
do it.
but on the one thing I say about play cricket, it's easy. That's easy. Just go end over.
That's nicely turned square of the wicket for
Right, we
4
need to finish
runs. So Colchester now starting to cruise this. Just 13 required.
it. If my girlfriend's watching, I've got to stay for longer. Yeah? I'm required for all day.
Yeah.
I can't.
This is why we get parental consents to make sure the kids are not bunked off school.
Some of our first team players have said, sadly, their girlfriends have cottoned on to play cricket
That was
now.
me yesterday.
Yeah.
So when they're still in the field, apparently at 7 o'clock, and their game finished at 3:30, they can now tell.
And the barbecues we go to.
And that's
Saturday.
been well struck
And, I come off the pitch.
for
and
just
my
a
phone
single
goes,
though.
So what? I see you finish. Yeah, but I've got friends I need to talk to. We've got a barbecue. I think, Jesus. That's not good, that.
I played a twos game a couple of weeks ago, and she said, "Is it on the internet?" I said,
Damn, how you get around this one?
So Colchester requiring just 12 with 5.2 overs remaining. 3 early wickets caused a bit of a scare, but these two
gave
have-
us hope. And
well,
we
it's
dashed it.
giving it a go. Giving it a go. Apologies to the listeners if they've had to suffer a lot of technical chat while we've chatted in the
Yeah.
score box here, but we're trying to expand the use of video in the county, and on to Joe McGregor and Misfield, but it's just a single. I mean, the plan was, had it not been for COVID, I'd have run some courses up the county ground, just familiarisation, and I'd probably do video for technical people and video for scorers. So there's people at your level who can set up and whatever, and then there's scorers who just need to be given the confidence to
Once it's all set up with your home ground,
yeah.
and then brilliant. And you just link it up and the score goes.
Colchester have moved on to 90 for 3, 15. Just 11 required off 5.
what we do, we upload it to YouTube, and then in the clubhouse we put YouTube on the TVs in the clubhouse, so everyone walking through can actually, especially if they've missed something out on the pitch, they can all run inside and actually watch it in the clubhouse, which is quite a nice assessment.
But now you've got it to the match centre. I put the match centre up there.
Either or, and everyone just runs inside to watch the replays.
Yeah.
Like what you've not had in club cricket for many years is,
Yeah,
I missed that one.
Yeah.
You can now run and watch it.
Last week.
But your bar takings will rise as well as a result. That's what we experienced. Unfortunately, COVID interrupted it, because we saw a steady increase of bar takings and whatever else, and then it all went flat a bit because of, obviously COVID, bar shut. Is this still Zuvika?
This is Abdul Rahman now.
No, I thought it was a change.
One ball spells. One over spells, eh?
Where is
Captain's
Abdul
got
Rahman? Where is he?
Abdul Rahman.
Oh, Abdul Rahman Ismail. Nicely played by Joe McGregor for a single. So, just 10 required.
Captain twos on Saturday had 8 under 16s. 8 under 16, one under 18, and then 127 older than myself. God, that was I said if we win,
And that's
I'll do
it
a
straight
down
down the ground
Right.
for
Thank God
4 runs. Moving Ollie Allison on to 35. So, just 6 runs required. When we get to your game, Rob, I'll take you through the whole process, what I do to set up. It's probably very similar to yours, but and Joe McGregor's pulled that. No, Ollie Allison has pulled that square for 4.
What's that long one?
The whole full-timer.
So just 2 required. I think it's fair to say this has been maturity against
Oh,
youth,
yeah.
and your lads will have benefited a lot from playing against some good cricketers here.
Hopefully.
And you know, watching how, I mean, these two are
Yeah,
first
not
team
even-
lads,
Not even both.
but these are both over 18, obviously 19's age group,
Yeah,
but
taking no risks.
so
Just batted.
yeah, batted sensibly through,
Take the ones they give you.
and
That's
and
licks.
that's hit.
That's licks.
That's
That's licks. That was at the body, wasn't it?
it's,
Is that mine?
not sure whose car that's hit, but
That's licks.
my computer is telling me that the
That is
target has
the
been
maximum.
reached, and Colchester have won by 7 wickets.
Anybody could land on it.
So I think that's worth playing a replay. That was one hell of a shot, wasn't it? Absolutely in the car park. That must be what, 110 metres?
It's a big hit.
It's a big hit.
That's licks.
Anyway, well done to Colchester, who
Well done,
progressed
Colchester.
to the final.
Hope you beat Monster.
Thanks to
Right,
Rob Rollins for
Thank you, been a pleasure.
keeping me company here.
Damn.
And with that, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break, because the Wanstead game will be following, Wanstead versus Saffron Walden. That won't be on the Colchester Play Cricket site, that will be on the Wanstead and Saffron Walden sites. The Colchester game will pick up the final, I think it's 4:30 later on. We'll pick that up back on the Colchester and whoever they're playing Play Cricket sites later.